Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today we're going to talk about an important topic which is related to our course and many courses that we are studying in our college, Administration College. It is Big Data. It will be presented by Mohammed Ba'dim, the instructor of this course, Dr. Maqsood Khan. I hope that it will be an interesting topic, and I hope that each one who's listening to this video or seeing this video to get benefit from it and to know what is the importance of big data in our life. The objective of this presentation: to make the audience define the big data, to know the types of big data, and to know why we are using big data and when to use it, who are using big data, what are the advantages of big data, and what are the limitations of big data. I hope that it will be an interesting topic, and inshallah it will be easy and interesting topic. To start, we're going to define what is big data. It's a term referring to a set of data that is difficult or complex to store. It cannot be dealt with one single computer alone through a simple database. Okay. When we see the start of the definition, he told us that it's term of set of data. What does that mean? That means that big data is containing of a set of data. More than one data, it will give me a big data. The second thing, he told me that's difficult or complex to store. And this is one of the difference between the big data and the normal data. That's difficult and complex to store. Third, it cannot be dealt with one single computer alone through a simple database, which means I will need, when I use big data, a hardware and software. For example, I am a company. I will need a server to save all of this big data. After we defined the big data and know some characteristic of this big data, we will take now the types of big data. We have three types, which is structured, unstructured, and semi-structured. As we said, that structured data is the first type of big data. Any data that can be stored, accessed, and processed in form of fixed format is termed as structured data. This was the definition of structured data. And now we will take an example of structured data, an employee table and database. Each company has a database. This database will contain some tables for employees, for customers, for project assets. All these, it will be stored in the database. We will see in the employee table, as we say that in an example, the salary, the date of birth, from how many years that the employee has joined the company, what is his position. All of these is structured data. And one of the characteristics of structured data that it will be stored as row and columns. And we will see after that if unstructured and semi-structured data can be stored as row and columns or not. The second type of big data is unstructured data. Any data with unknown form or with a structure is classified as unstructured data, also the size being huge. We can take from this definition two things: that unstructured data is unknown and it's huge. Okay, now we take two examples of unstructured data. The first one is heterogeneous data source containing a combination of simple text files, image, and video. What does that mean? That in structured data can be file, can be image, can be video. So we cannot store it as row and column, but with structured data, we can store structured data, not in structured data, we can store it as row and columns. The output returned by Google search. This is the second example. What we mean by the output returned by Google search is anyone will go Google search. We will say he will search about any topic. This topic will give him many sites. This site can be PDF, can be video, can be image, can be text files. All of these is unstructured data. Okay, 80% of people now is using unstructured data rather than structured data or semi-structured data. The third type of big data is semi-structured data. Semi-structured data can contain both the forms of data. We can see semi-structured data as structured in form, but it is actually not. What does that mean? That means semi-structured is between the structured data and unstructured data. And semi-structured, it is hard to categorize it as unstructured or structured. Example of semi-structured is personal data stored in XML file and spreadsheet files that we are using in Excel in calculation. There are some people asking where we can save semi-structured data. We can save it in NoSQL. It will be efficient and easy to store it there. After we finished the three types of big data, now we are going to know what are the reasons of using big data in business. The first, new revenue opportunities. Second, more effective marketing. Third, better customer service. Fourth, improved operational efficiency. Fifth, competitive advantage over rivals. Okay, we start with the first one, new revenue opportunities. What does that mean? Now, anyone who is starting a business or running a business, he should to know how can he get revenue from this business. He should to have big data to analyze what are the opportunities, what are the threats, what are the strengths of this market. He should to know all of this. He cannot get this new revenue opportunity without big data. Second, more effective marketing. More effective marketing, to reach the customer, you should to know which segment on the market you should consider. So if you have big data, you will know which part that you are considering in your project. Better customer service. For example, to make surveys sometimes will give you a big image that what the customer need. This big data, you can analyze it and to improve your customer service and make him engage in your company. Improved operational efficiency. I think that if you have big data, you will know how to use your resource efficiency. Competitive advantage over rivals. Now, if you are using this big data, you will reach the customer, you will reach to the segment that you are desiring in your project. All of these are the reasons of using big data in business. Now I am going to talk about when we use big data. First, evaluating the size of market opportunity. Second, developing a new service and products. Third, help organization make informed business decision. Fourth, to get clear view. Five, to be more accurate. First one, evaluating the size of market opportunity. Now I should to evaluate and to know which opportunity, what are the opportunity and what are the threats, to know how to deal with this opportunity and with this threat. I cannot deal with it without having a big data to show me the all view of this opportunity and threat. Second one, developing a new service and products. Any project to succeed it should have a customer. How I can to reach the customer? I should to know what he need. How can I improve the service and product that he need? I should have this big data. Big data will show me what are the needs of the customer, which I will improve it to succeed my project. Third one, help organization and make informed business decision. We know that each decision in the organization, it will affect the organization. So when I have big data, it will reduce the percentage of default or decision. Fourth, to get clear view. When I have big data, it's more clear for me to take a decision rather than if I have small data that is not accurate. Fifth one, to be more accurate. As I said, if I have big data, my decision always will be accurate rather than if I have small data. Now I am going to talk about some examples of big data. Government, international development, manufacturing, healthcare, education, media. I will focus on healthcare. Healthcare or Ministry of Health, they should to have applications of big data which will help them to know what are the disease or what are the symptoms that on the patient, because when I have the history of the patient and how many times he get to this state, I will know how to diagnose him and how to give him which medicine that it will be comfort for this patient. And now I'm going to talk about some advantage of big data. First, improved business process. Second, fraud detection. 3, improved customer service. 4, accurate decisions. 5th, reducing error rate. First one, improved business process. Always when I have, as we said before, if we have big data, it will be easy for us to take decisions. It will be easy for us to know how to run the business. Second one, fraud detection. When I have the details and I have everything about the money that I spend and where my money go, it will be hard to the fraud to happen in our company. Third one, improved customer service. As we said, when I know what the customer need, I will serve him in a good way and I will make him engage in our company. Accurate decisions, as we said before, that when you have big data, our decisions also it's related to that one. It will reduce the error rate. Limitation of big data. First, privacy and security. Second, need for technical expertise. Third, data redundancy. Fourth, complex. 5, size, and 6, the cost. Because we have big data, so it's hard to protect the data and to make it secure. Second, need for technical expertise. Not anyone can use or deal with big data. It needs an expertise who can deal with this big data. Third, data redundancy. What we mean by data redundancy is that the data is duplicated. Complex, as we said, that it needs expertise, so that's why it is complex. 5, the size. We need more than server to save this big data. 5, the cost of these servers, of the hardware, of the software. All of these are limitation of big data. In conclusion, I will focus on the most 5 important things that we talk about in the presentation. First, the definition of big data, a term referring to a set of data that is difficult or complex to store. Second, type of big data, structure, unstructured, and semi-structured. Third, the reason of using big data, that is new revenue opportunities, more effective marketing. Fourth, when we use big data, we said that evaluating the opportunities and developing the product and service. 5, application of big data. We said about government, healthcare, education, media. At the end, thank you for listening, and I hope that was an interesting presentation. Thank you.